Hey everyone, welcome back to Fishing It Up. Today we're going to cover changing the oil on my Mercury 150 Pro XS. It's the easiest thing you'll do, so we'll jump right into it. We'll cover the tools, what you need to do, and you'll be finished up and have everything back in order in just a few minutes. Now, to make things easy, I purchased this Mercury oil change kit. It is the synthetic version. It comes with the oil filter, a short plastic hose tube, rubber tube, whatever you like to call it. It comes with that. And the 6 liters of oil. These are not quarts, they're liters. There's a little bit more there. So don't think they're shorting you because it says 6.3 quarts and you only have 6 bottles in here. There's a little bit more in each one to compensate for that. There's exactly the amount you need in there. So don't overfill it. Along with that, I also purchased the lower unit lube and 2 seals that will be reused. That will be coming up in an upcoming video where I'll do the lower unit. Just a couple things. It is on this included paper. It will tell you that you will need a 5/8 or 16 millimeter socket. You need a half or 12 millimeter or 7/16 inside diameter drain hose, which I purchased extra drain hose from Lowe's. I purchased probably 5 feet. I have a longer, probably 3-foot hose that I attach just under the oil filter, and then the shorter one will go from the oil drain to the pan. The oil filter on these engines is a little bit larger than your normal car engine oil filter, so you may need a different oil filter wrench than you have laying around. Check that before jumping into this. The other thing is I like to write the date on my oil filter. That way I have an idea of when the last time I changed it. Now, if you have the Mercury Vessel View app, you can record all this in there, and it's no big deal. One other thing that you may want to check is once you remove the cowling on your engine, I will note this throughout the video, that there is a schedule there of what needs to be inspected and what needs to be replaced, and that will help you if you also do not have Vessel View. So let's jump into this. It's quick and painless. If you have any mechanical skills at all, you can jump right in there, change the oil on this thing. Should be less than 30 minutes, and you should be good to go. All right, first thing you need to do is get your cowling out of the way. There's a lever on the back of the engine back here. You pull that and lift up on it this way, and then get it out of the way. Now, if it's really on there, it seems like you can't get it off. It's because it's actually stuck to this rubber seal here. So just kind of clean that up before you put it back on. That'll help with that in the future. This one was on there. I haven't had it off in a while. I had to really kind of shake and work my way around it to get it broke loose before I could unlatch it and get it off. All right, so what we did is I used a 5/8 deep well socket to break that loose. It's real important not to remove this too much. Just break it loose, spin it out a turn. The oil should start dripping. And then I attached the plastic tubing to it until it started draining. This is a graduated pan, so I know when I get about my 6 quarts out of it, so we'll know when it's empty. This longer hose here that's curled up because it's cold in here, I have it connected here just under the oil filter. So while our engine oil is draining, I'll go ahead and I'll get our oil filter ready. Make sure all this is actually wiped up. I'm going to clean around where your oil filter seals. Just kind of wipe it off. Now that's wiped off. We'll go ahead and we'll disconnect that in a minute. We'll get and undo our oil filter, the cover on it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a thin skim of oil of the new oil here. Just pour a little bit in there. I'm going to wipe that around the oil seal here where I poured down in there. But you're going to go ahead and thread this back on. I'm going to spill a little bit because I didn't get it all in there. But so once you get the oil filter threaded back on there, you want to do, once it makes contact, you want to make it, once it gets kind of snug, you want to get a 1/4 turn past that. And I usually do that with the oil filter wrench itself. Now you can go ahead and undo this longer line, the tubing up here. Go ahead and replace the plug. We're gonna use this 5/8 socket. We're gonna get that back over there, and I'm just gonna kind of peg it like that. That should seal it up. I ain't putting a whole lot of torque on it. I'm not sure exactly what the torque specs are on this, but I've always just kind of put it on there. And you're just gonna tighten it. You can tighten it pretty much by hand till it bombs out, and then I just give it that little pile to finish it off, make sure it's tight. All right, now the oil fill is right here on the front of the engine. I'm gonna take and wipe it off. There shouldn't be much of anything on there. I'm gonna take the oil I actually cracked open earlier, and we're gonna start pouring. It's gonna get 6 of these. All right, tighten our fill cap back up here. I'm gonna move around here just because I'm paranoid and I like to double check things. I'm gonna pull the dipstick out here and we're gonna look at it, and it is 3/4 the way up through there. And that's with the 6 liters. Hey guys, hopefully you've enjoyed today's video and it's helped you out with any questions that you may have had. If you still have questions or you have comments, leave them down below. Let me know what you think. I'll answer them. I'm always right on top of it typically. So if you leave a comment and I don't get back to you within a few hours, I will get back to you in a day or two. So as always, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Fishing It Up.